Quadrillion. Good afternoon, evening. This is Engineer Suraj Singh speaking from Bharat, India on this day. This is December 7th, 2023, and it's now about I think 4:30 evening. मैं सूरज सिंह सिविल इंजीनियर भारत इंडिया से बोल रहा हूँ शाम के 4:30 दिसंबर 7 2023 पावर ऑफ सॉल आत्मा की शक्ति टाइटल है पावर ऑफ सॉल एंड दिस इज आत्मा की शक्ति आप जानते हैं I have delivered many discussions about this, talks about this. Of course, these are very, very brief talks. On YouTube, I'm not able to show you share of screen. I'll show you another one. I'll make another video. I'm just trying to continue my discussion I left last time, I think a couple of days back. Power of soul, आत्मा की शक्ति हम क्या चाहते हैं क्या कहना चाहते हैं Power of soul is very significant chapter, very significant requirement, though we don't realize this in life. Don't take it from religious point of view. I'm not going to that one. I'm not interested in a religion. I'm just thinking about the movement of soul through body and how can it help everyone. हमें हमारी आत्मा का फ्लो किस तरह सहायता दे सकता है डू वी अंडरस्टैंड सोल दैट्स आल्सो अनदर पॉइंट क्या हम आत्मा को समझते हैं या हम सिर्फ बातें करते हैं कहते हैं कल्पना है कुछ नहीं होता है शरीर होता है जो कुछ होता है वेल दिस इज अप टू वन बट शरीर बिना आत्मा नहीं होता ये भी हमें समझना चाहिए जिस तरह कोई भी अप्लायंस बिना इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी के नहीं चल सकता उसी तरह शरीर बिना आत्मा के नहीं चल सकता we have to realize this fact wherever you live in this world everybody is required even animals and birds all require energy and that energy is soul is electrical current within body is we call electrical current or you may call whatever current name cannot be very big issue question is this energy moves through body and person lives and from birth itself it works in body and it develops body and works in body till day everybody goes back to home. This is not our home, that's true. This earth is not my home, your home is just a station, you can say railway station or airport. It can be called a market, it can be called whatever you can say. आप इसे बाजार कहिए हमारे सफ़र का हमारी यात्रा का ये बाजार है ये कोई एयरपोर्ट है या ये रेलवे स्टेशन है या कुछ भी कह लीजिए आप इसको यहाँ परमानेंट नहीं है कोई नहीं है कोई 100 साल कोई 50 साल कोई 80 साल कोई 90 साल if you have to live this depends upon how long you live maybe 100 years 50 years 60 years 70 or whatever it is it depends upon your lifelong but question is what's purpose of coming here that's very important point because which I am here on earth you are here we have to do something it's like that we are workers of God you may say we have been deployed here हम सब यहाँ जो रहते हैं भगवान के आप कह सकते हैं कर्मचारी हैं हमें वेतन वहां मिलता है यहाँ नहीं मिलता very strange. It's like job overseas we do here and we get salary from there and remit our country. Same way I remit my work there. My working results there you can say. All files are open and my credit goes to those files. It may be called my bank balance or bank balance sheet or whatever it is. My FDs are prepared there. That's what I think and that's what I have to say about power of soul and Atma ki Shakti because I cannot take this body with me. I cannot take any property with me. I can take nothing with me and I have to go alone as developed soul. As qualified soul, educated soul, trained soul, or you can say a person who got experience and I got experience certificates there in my soul, and which is already there at home, my home, permanent home. This is not my permanent home. This is airport, or you may call spaceship, you may call whatever, and I have to deal here accordingly. I cannot take anything with me, then why should I worry about material health in this world, which is called mundane world. MUND and the mundane, where money is important, you can soul is important, or soul importance in mind, or soul importance in heart or conscious. It depends upon that. Where your conscious is, where your soul is, that point is very significant. Mundane world. I'm not talking about something else. I'm talking about anything else. Or it's a mundane world on earth it is, and we live in mundane world. We deal with another, and we deal, you can say, a majority of materialism. We forget the meaning of soul or work of a soul or power of soul when we stay on earth. And it is very significant point that why we forget, why we don't understand that. We just are worried about body. My body should be very attractive, it should be very beautiful, handsome, I should wear such clothes, I should have this car and that car, I should be a person of high profile and standard. And that is why status I compare with other people. That's what everybody does. You may be educated or not educated. Status means nowadays that how much you have in terms of bank balance, or how much you have purchasing power, and what standard you are, and what's the standard of living. But intellectualism doesn't mean anything here. Intellectual doesn't mean anything here. And I say in our Bharat, India, or even world over, say that there's some responsible soul, super soul, which is responsible for money. Super soul is also responsible for, you can say, education and knowledge. And also they are responsible souls, super souls are responsible for rechange and change and change and rechange and rechange. You can say means destruction. Though we call it destruction, it's not destruction. The energy cannot change its form. That's true. Means we cannot say energy changes. Energy does is never destroyed, so we cannot say destruction. Even if suppose you break a building, in terms of soul, it's not break. It's just changing form, and it will come back again, because no energy can be destroyed. So what I'm talking about, energy power soul, means collection of energy in the body. How much I can tolerate? That's question. Means can I tolerate unlimited? I can have some limit, and what limit should be, and that's a very important point. Means my limit is limited itself. I should have no limit. I want to digest everything. I will drink soul as much as possible. It doesn't affect my stomach. Mind it. Food affects my stomach. There's a limit to take food, or you should not take more than so many calories. But soul does not a calorie. Soul is not tea or coffee or food or wheat or grain. It's not meat or something. It is unknown. It is not visible. And that's why it does not impact my stomach. It does not impact my organs, my body parts, but it impacts my life. It doesn't impact any of my body parts. It doesn't impact my health. It doesn't impact my wealth, but it makes my body live, live until I leave. Live until I leave. दैट पॉइंट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. जब तक मैं रह रहा हूं, उस समय तक जब मुझे जाना है, मेरा शरीर चलाने वाला कौन है, ये प्रश्न मुझे ढूंढकर उत्तर पाना है. और मेरे हिसाब से मैं तो समझता हूं उत्तर मेरी आत्मा है. मेरी आत्मा, जिसको हम सॉल कहते हैं, वही उत्तर है. जब तक सॉल मेरा साथ देती है, मेरा शरीर मेरे साथ रहता है. जब तक मेरा सॉल साथ नहीं देती है, तो शरीर साथ नहीं देगा. मतलब यही होता है. हम कह दें मृत्यु हो गई, आप कहते हैं मृत्यु हो गई, लेकिन मैं कहता हूं सॉल अलग हो गई. सॉल चली गई, क्या करूं, मेरे हाथ में नहीं. मेरे सेव सॉल मेरी आई थी, इसके सॉल मैं चला गया, मतलब मेरी सॉल चली गई, शरीर मेरा रह गया. शरीर मेरा रहने के लिए है, साथ ले जाने के लिए नहीं. ये सब जानते हैं. It can never go. Not only for me, it's for everyone. All of the creatures in universe, they cannot go. But then why should I worry about money? Question. Money, we say money, but what I'm saying is mundane. Mundane world means money world, wealth world, property, God's property, not my property. Whatever property here, whatever property you can say in money terms and wealth term, whoever enjoys in this world on earth, it doesn't belong to that person. It is only given for, you can say, use. No one can own it absolutely, only for time being. And that's what Saul says. Don't worry about money, don't worry about wealth, but use it. I will help you how to use it. So Saul can help you. If you are honest, if you are hardworking, smart working person, you can have honesty everywhere, and you are friend of God, or you can say you trust in that nature which is here. You are living on that natural property. You did not bring with you anything. You cannot say it's mine, so don't say it's yours. It's not yours. आपकी है ही नहीं, जबरदस्ती आप बने हुए हैं. आपको तो यही नहीं पता आपको रहना कितने दिन है आज, जबकि आपके अंदर जानते हैं, लिखा है. Everybody has given a program which is in part of soul, and that program clearly mentions this is your departure date, or this is your demoralization date. My soul knows it, I don't know it, because I have no connection to my soul. That's why I don't know it. I fail to know it. It's written there, completely written, without any suspicion, without a doubt. But my capacity is not to know that. That's a problem. My soul is not developed. My which soul? Not my store soul, my working soul, because my working soul works when I work, and my capacity soul works when I sleep. So my soul tells me, but I don't want to listen. मैं सुनना नहीं चाहता। आत्मा कहती है सुनो, मैं सुनना नहीं चाहता क्योंकि मैं मैटेरियल वर्ल्ड में डूबा हुआ हूं और साउल का मैटेरियल से कोई लेना देना नहीं है। साउल ने मैटेरियल को क्या करना है? साउल ने, माई soul has nothing to do with material. It doesn't have any interest in that when my body has interest. So my body's interest keeps me off from what my soul says. That is a question mark and that's answer itself. मैं ध्यान नहीं देता हूं कि मेरी आत्मा क्या कह रही है। मैं सुनता भी नहीं हूं, चाहता भी नहीं हूं, मुझे अपनी मस्ती मार रही है क्योंकि मैं कंसंट्रेशन नहीं कर रहा हूं। मेडिटेशन, मेडिटेशन मीन्स वो मेडिटेशन नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं। Coordinated meditation which is I'm supposed to do but I'm not doing because meditation leads me to that power which made me, delivered me here, and that power is my top father, my top father, top mother, whatever you can say. Do you understand? आपको समझ आया? नहीं आया ना? आएगा भी नहीं क्योंकि आप मनी में घूमे रहिए। मनी में घूमना गलत नहीं, मैं फिर क्या रहूं। मनी होना चाहिए, वेल्थ होना चाहिए, लेकिन ये मत समझना आपकी है, कभी नहीं समझना। ये समुद्र, ये पहाड़, ये जंगल, ये मकान, ये पेड़, ये सड़क किसी की नहीं है। कोई कितना भी बोल ले, किसी की हो नहीं सकती क्योंकि जमीन आपकी है ही नहीं, तो इसके ऊपर जो भी है तो वो आपका है ही नहीं। बात खत्म। आप भी आपके नहीं है, आपका शरीर भी आपका नहीं है, जमीन का आप क्या हो गई? आपका है, उसको आप जानना नहीं चाहते। ये भी नहीं कह रहा कि उसमें समय खराब कर दीजिए कि समय आपका भी नहीं है। आपको काम दिया गया, वो काम कर रहे हैं, आइए बाकी जो भी करे। आप काम तो करते नहीं है, आप इन्हीं बातों में रहते हैं। Check your soul, read your soul, what your soul says. Listen to your soul, you get what your instructions are, for what for you came, what you have to do. Are you doing that? Point is that, are you doing that? You were given say 50 years or 60 or 70 years. How many hours were there? And how many hours did you sleep? And how many hours did you go to school? And then what you did? Percentage of time you utilize for that work for which you were sent here on this earth. I was a worker. I am a worker. I was a worker. I was sent by God to do this job. God is my engineer or manager or whatever it is. And he said, you go and do this job. And I'm not interested in the God is not coming to tell me you don't do. There's no physical supervisor here. No, I'm supervisor of myself. There's information coming into my mind. I don't care for that. Information comes to me, I don't care for. Why should I care? Oh, no. I am a rich man. I'm enjoying my life. I have to enjoy it or not. This is my destiny. I have to take care of my family. I have to take, okay, that's fine to take care of him. Nobody minds that. But don't forget, this is your family here on Monday, but there's another family here. What about that? You think your own family here? What do you think? Do you have family here? क्या आप चाहते हैं, जानते हैं कि आपकी फैमिली सिर्फ यहाँ पर है? वहां नहीं हो सकती जहां से आप आए हैं। वहां कौन है? जहां से आप आए हैं, करोड़ों किलोमीटर से आप आए हैं, अरबों किलोमीटर से आप आए हैं, वहां भी तो आपकी फैमिली होगी। वही तो वेट कर रहे हो। जब बाहर जाते हैं कहते हैं हमें अपने घर जाने, छुट्टी हो गई 1 साल के बाद, अब घर मिलने जा रहे हैं, कहते हैं बाहर होते हैं किसी भी कंट्री के अंदर, वहां भी तो हो गए। वो तो हमारा दूसरा प्लान, दूसरी कंट्री, सब दूसरी अपनी जमीन के ऊपर ही कंट्री बना के बैठे हैं। वहां तो एक और कंट्री भी है, दूसरे प्लान पे। हम समझते हैं उसको कौन सा, हम जानते हैं, वहां से हम नहीं जानते, लेकिन हमारी आत्मा जानती है। I cannot know, I do not know, because I am living in a house which is called containers of my soul, and that's this body. This body is container. This body is dependent on function of soul. If my soul is not good, it's not strong, I cannot be a healthy person. I have to understand this point. I may be wrestler, I may be, you can say, freestyle. I can do, and what? Oh, I'm very strong. Don't worry about this. My weight is this. I can walk. I can do that. Okay, fine, you can do that, but you aren't doing that. Somebody else is doing that. Somebody else is supporting you, is cooperating with you, and that's right. You're cooperating because that person wants. My container is container of the soul wants. My container should also be strong enough. So I say, okay, I'm young, I'm old. No. My soul should be old, or my soul should be young. My soul should be active. That's important. And how can it be active? That point is there. So how can, what do you mean the action of soul? I can't see it, but I feel it. What I'm talking to is, I'm not talking at all. No, don't think I'm talking. I'm not talking. I don't even know what I'm talking. I'm just believing. I did the writing the point now before coming to this talk. I never write that. I just think, oh, I think I am doing this. Something is coming to my mind, and God is my friend is helping me. Oh, my friend helps me. Come on, my friend. My friend, oh, don't tell I'm coming with. Go on helping these things. I am its responsibility. Means my work is that responsibility, my superpower responsibility, and that superpower never thinks that that person should fail, because ultimately if person is successful in this container, that power is successful. You got my point? This manager, organizer, whoever it is successful. So my approach is completely different. I don't depend upon any book. So I read this book, I reference this guru's book or that. No, 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 not at all, not at all, not at all. My guru is here. My guru is topmost guru, who is not known, whose designation is topmost, who doesn't charge any fees. That guru is sitting here. I don't know what is his name, but that guru is always with me. That guru tells me to do this and do that. That's it. It doesn't tell in this script, it tells in different, it's a silent script. And that is why I am talking about soul, soul existence, soul's power as far as soul, and how should we respect that and use it. That is important. You get water in your home, use that water. Otherwise, it gets stagnant. It doesn't mean anything, but use that water. You get electrical supply, you use that. Same way, my another home in home is my body. In my body, there's another very special person who sits in my mind. And my mind is my boss, you can say, for that purpose, because it is on top and it gets that information. No other part gets the information that my mind gets. And it's not my mind, my eyes reads, our eye looks into process information, it looks at, and mind analyzes thought, and then it is understood by my soul. That is what I want to say. One should be very serious about this issue. This is not joke, no joke at all. No joke at all. There's no joke here. It is very important talking subject. This is very important deliberative subject. I know people understand this, but they take it religious. I'm not talking about any religion. I'm not interested in any religion. I am interested in systematic talk. And systematic means organized talk, and organized means scientific talk, or you can say talk which can be understood in a pattern, which can be known. It is possible that it may work like this. Just like we say, there's a difference between knowledge and science. Knowledge is always on top layer. Science is always at low level, because knowledge means how nature works, that we have to know its functioning. If we know, that is termed as scientific study. And knowledge is power, and scientific study is using system. We do not do anything else except what our nature has given us, and that we have to understand. And that's why we do not know how this body was constructed, but we use it. Medical science understands it, it knows it, but how it happens, how it is generated and produced, nobody can explain that. Same way, how soul works in our body, how does it enter, how does it live, everybody cannot understand, and everybody is not capable to really understand. We can just think and try to know how it could be, and it has to go back. Nobody knows how does it go back, and nobody knows how does it come into this baby, newborn baby, and how it goes exit, how it's exited at time of departure, or you can say demobilization from this planet. But feeling is there. We cannot say mathematically this is right or wrong, but we can say yes, because I am living. This is circumstantial evidence or indirect evidence that I am existing, my body is existing, and because body is existing means some operative power is existing, and that operative power can be named soul, and soul can flow because it is in signal form. It flows into body and then exists from body through some way, and that internal network we have to understand, and how it is connected to external network, which is outside surfaces or exit, you can say curve of our body. This may be this curve to this curve, and likewise we can say how my envelope body is hung or it's immersed in environment, and what is the relation between our body plus soul to environment, and how far this environment can reach, that we have to understand. And that is what I am here to confer with you. I cannot prove anything. It's also true, because I'm not scientist here of soul. I'm just contemplating something, but it comes true. It comes verifiable by experience, and it works. And it doesn't mean that I can prove everything, but when you say science works means this is also science, that soul remains the body. This is science, not physical one. This is science by that power, which power is responsible for all universes of this system. So I don't know what I talk to you, but I have expressed my way what I think at whatever moment. Maybe when I started this video, I did not know what I'm going to talk to you, but I have passed only 20, around 20 minutes and be here with you, just going on speaking and speaking. Though I have talked many times before also. Every time something new comes into my mind, and that's the greatness of that power that fills in that. Okay, this person is giving this knowledge which I wanted people to know, and maybe people know today or tomorrow. I don't know, or maybe you like or don't like. This up to you. But my duty I have to do, and that this subject of power of soul, though it's not official subject, but I say from my end that it is a subject which cannot be written, but which can be understood. I have written many papers on this, many chapters on this, but people do just want to know luck when I'm not talking about luck, and that's the important point. I never say I am going to forecast something. I never say I'm going to tell about something. I only say that I am here to talk and to understand what is this energy. This energy is very important because energy is a part of soul, energy is a part of body, energy is a part of world. Without energy, nobody can live because in our bodies, energy levels are there. Otherwise, we should know how we know that there's a blood pressure and this is temperature and this is calories and my weight is this relative weight, of course. And how can I miss? Energy levels are there, and we take external material, and that is food, organic food we eat, and they have already energies. You can say internal energies always remains in form of reservation, or you can say reserved energy, and we take food every day or fuel every day, and we say energy is generated. Likewise, there are various levels of energies and various forms which help human being: mental energy, or eyes energy, or eating tongue energy, speaking energy, walking energy, or you may name whatever it is. There is no formal list, but it's up to you how to do this. And most important is visionary energy, or hypothetical energy, or you may call it imaginative energy, which energy everybody has got to some extent. Some persons have got a lot, and some persons have got a lot, but they cannot use lot, or they fail to use lot because they have no concentration, they have no determination. They just think we get something by luck, which I don't believe that we get something by luck. Luck means something unknown, unforeseen, unexpected, and we cannot rely upon luck. Though luck may exist or may not exist, something is, you can say, gifted, that can be expected as luck, but something which is achieved by working hard, by application of efforts. You cannot say it's by luck, because in your luck you may say, I have to work hard. Okay, that way you can say you were required to work hard, and that you worked hard and got that result. You may say it is gifted one, that you have energy to work. And those are gifted ones who got energy by birth. And that's the difference. Means in both cases, this is luck, you can say orientation, but different kind of lucks. One where you have to work hard, day and night you have to work, and where you're born in very rich family, and so I got luck. That's only difference. But I do not accept that. You may call it fortune or luck, but I would say, all right, this is, maybe you can say, your balance. It's your balance which you left somewhere, and this balance comes to you. But again, you have to do work. You may lose this balance, or you may get more balance. It doesn't make a difference, because this balance shall also be left here. You had a lot of money, last balance. You got, maybe you brought it for you, brought for you, forward for you, but now you will go back without this balance. That point you have to understand. And everybody knows. I don't say people don't know. I'm not telling anything new, but I'm telling from different perspective that we have to be ready for our soul value, soul use. Soul should be understood in material form, though it is not material. Remember, material is very important part where I am discussing, because material and soul are related to each other. Just like soul and energy are related to each other, material and energy are also related to each other. Soul cannot be separated from material, and material cannot be just used, because material cannot be used independently. Material cannot do anything itself. Without soul, material has got no meaning, and without material, soul has got no meaning, because both have to work together. Though soul has to go, Though soul has to go to its own place, matter has to go back to its place. Both are there. Matter is heavier in weight, soul is not heavier in weight. The soul is different planetary system, and matter is has solar system. That is only difference. Maybe you say you're just talking for nothing and there is no strategy what you want to talk, there is no structure of your talk, you just go on speaking and say maybe you like speaking. You may say that. Yes, I like speaking, nothing wrong with our song. Everybody talks. Writing, talking, scripting, imagining, research, studies, etc. All are studies. It's not necessary you have college degree or university degree, and you say, university degree is only for certain limited purpose. Only for that, not for omniscient purpose. When we come, when baby comes to earth, what does it think? Can it speak? Do you think it's blank in mind? Do you think only cries? Do you think only does some actions? No. It has got everything with it, which is given to it or are given to it from balance sheet of last CVs. It wants to say something in crying form, but it cannot say. It understands where it is, but it cannot speak. But it has got some feedback which goes into reserved mind. It doesn't come out until that baby is grown up, is brought up, and the level comes that he has to use that energy and also added energy, whatever is learned here on earth. So that added energy is, you can say, certified education, but energy education, other education is already reserved there, which is unexpectedly by chance understood and person uses it. And some I did not learn it, but I'm using, I don't know. So because how you talking now, what I'm talking about, I didn't learn it, but it doesn't mean I didn't learn it. Maybe in my last posting I learned it. Who knows? That is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes, everybody is responsible for something, and we have to value first of all ourselves. We have to train ourselves. We have to check ourselves. It doesn't matter because I have to see, I have to edit myself as a person, as my body, as my soul, as my work, my performance, my thinking, my past works. I have to analyze. And when I do that, automatically files opening continues and I enter into those files also, which might belong to last posting or may belong to future posting also. We cannot say that. Which I can get in dreams also. You may say, you are talking of dreams now. No, I'm not talking of those dreams which are useless. I'm talking of dreams which talk to me. There are two types of dreams. One of those where you have nothing to do with it, just enjoy. And the other one is, it tells you something, it talks to you, and you talk to it. And it happens in life. So soul actually is there in your dream. You're not using it. So it's enjoying itself. It's going to just walk and stroll here and there because you are sleeping. Rest. I'm not going to rest. And remember, understand, soul and mind never rest. I don't know. There are so many fictions working in our life. Fictions, or let's say it's the faith. You may say, I faith means officially it's fiction, which doesn't happen in life because we just want to, be led by those people who do not want to do anything. What I mean to say is, we forget what I have to do here. I forget what I have to do here. But it's also true. Where I do something or you do something everywhere in life, wherever in life, and you get success in that, that means, implied meaning is that it is your destiny for which you came to this earth. That point we have to accept. If say somebody doctor, somebody is engineer, somebody is professor, somebody is shopkeeper, somebody is farmers, whatever you are, And if you just start something and leave it, means that's not your destiny. Destiny means destiny. I'm talking destiny to which everybody comes from, that father, mother, that parent, that superpower. And because I do that here, I do continuously in whatever way, I am successful, I feel happiness, I feel I'm very happy, it gives me pleasure. If I get pleasure from that activity, it is my destiny. If I don't get pleasure in this, I will not, and now this never doing that happily, and that cannot be constant. But even that I got money, don't get money from that. But I got pleasure, I got happiness. I have to do more again and again, learn more and more again and again, study more and more again in that capacity or to learn that space. That is my destiny. Education doesn't give you anything except certification and some knowledge only, not full knowledge. So your education continues throughout your life and your soul supports in further proliferation of that. And that proliferation keeps your life prolified, your mind prolified, your success prolified, your input prolified, and that proliferation is power of soul. Power of soul is such which is much beyond your size, your physical size of body. It is much beyond that. You may say, if you compare size of your sphere of power, which remains on your head, which we call envelope, or you may call it sphere, magnetic sphere, soul sphere, it is much more in size than this a few centimeter length of body. It may, if you develop hard, if you work hard, think hard, concentrate hard, coordinate hard, go on thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, you may cross solar system very fast. Whole solar system soul can cross, and it can cross many, many solar systems and many, many universes, and it can go to that superpower who is my boss. Who is my boss? And that superpower is very much important for me, for everyone, because it helps me, and that help is very important. I have to report to that superpower, and that superpower has to tell me I have to do what else. It tells me if I made some mistakes, and those mistakes are corrected, and that is also very important point. After corrections of those mistakes, I get some benefit and I learn more and more. And if some deficiency exists in my work, that is replenished by library information, because I am attached with that library there. That information comes to me automatically without even referring to some book. And that is itself original book. It doesn't mean to be printed. It means already it comes to me in wave form and I use it. Let me put on some light. Better, it's 5 o'clock. Some put on light, electric bulb, just like this. So, my friends, my purpose is very different. I just want to understand and tell you what I'm understanding. I just not think and tell you what I'm thinking, what I'm imagining it, and it's not reality. What I'm talking to is just thing, spiritual talk I'm making to you in this case. What my soul tells me to speak, and I'm speaking that one. I'm not referring to any book, but whatever page I would refer to, that is also written myself without having any reference to any official record or any published book, and that is only difference in this. So I just name this talk and whatever papers I have written, or whatever literature, or you may not even call literature, whatever thoughts, whether contemporary work, I would call it exponent talk, exponent work. Exponent means something which I did not know before knowing this, or before talking to you, writing all this. That is something which I can say I feel like this, but it works, and that's very significant that it works. अगर ये काम करता है जो मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि कर रहा होगा या नहीं कर रहा होगा, मैं सोचता हूँ कि ये मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूँ, कई बार मुझे भी नहीं पता होता मैं आपसे क्या बात करने जा रहा हूँ, क्यों कर रहा हूँ और मैंने क्या लिखा था, क्यों लिखा था। मैंने जो लिखा कुछ पेज जो मैं दिखाऊंगा आपको बाद में, मेरे पास स्क्रीन शीट अभी नहीं है, वो मैं क्यों लिखा, कैसे लिखा, मुझे भी शायद नहीं समझ आता, मैं भूल जाता हूँ। और समझ भी आया, याद भी रहा, फिर भी मैं नहीं बता पा रहा हूँ। इसका मतलब कहीं ना कहीं मेरे अलावा मेरे साथ कोई और जरूर काम कर रहा है, कोई ना कोई तो है जो मुझसे ये काम कर रहा है कि ऐसे करो। क्योंकि मुझे कई बार समझ में नहीं आता कि मैं क्या लिखूंगा, क्या बात करूंगा। लेकिन जब आपसे बात कर रहा होता हूँ, बेशक कोई लाइन पे हो या ना हो, कुछ ना कुछ माइंड में आता है, बड़ा अजीब भी लगता है, बड़ा, आप कह सकते हैं ऐसा लगता है कि पता नहीं मुझे कौन बता रहा है। और यही बात होती है एसोसिएशन ऑफ सॉल्स की, कि आपकी सॉल आपके साथ कैसा कंडक्ट कर रही है, आप अपनी सॉल को कैसा यूज कर रहे हैं, आपको जो काम दिया गया था वो काम आप कर रहे हैं या नहीं कर रहे हैं। दैट इज वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट एक्ट, यू कैन से your boss. There's no in fact boss in designation, but when I say just for purpose of explanation, or you can say my attachment, my library, my support always works with me. It may be whatever time. It may be when I'm working, I'm not sleeping, as well as when I sleep, and I feel someone works with me, and that can be say solved. Who else? Sometimes I get information which I never ever believed I will get it, or I did not have any problem, but I get that information. And sometimes I got some problems and I don't have answer to those problems. But within couple of hours and couple of days, you can say when it is required, before that time I get answers of that. And that's of course all right. Means it's not engineered talk. It is something more than engineering and more than something else. Because engineering is also generated by such mechanism. Nobody can say engineering just comes on its way without referring to this energy alternative. Because engineering means how to use resources, how to use natural resources as sources. साधन हम प्राकृतिक के जो दिए हैं उनका कैसे प्रयोग करेंगे, वही तो अभियंत्री है। किस तरह से आप अच्छे से अच्छे तरीके से उसको संभालें, उस मटेरियल को, उसको खराब होने से बचाएं, उसका सही उपयोग करें, जिंदगी में अच्छा लाएं, उसको खराब ना करें, सही तरह से चलाएं। यही तो प्रिजर्वेशन है। इसी को तुम सस्टेनेबिलिटी कहते हैं। सस्टेनेबिलिटी मीन्स, दिस मीन्स टुडे वी हैव गॉट सम वेल्थ and that wealth lies within earth, and that is called sources. We have got those sources for all requirements fulfilling of people, those are living in this mundane world, whatever number these are, for coming times. These sources which have been generated by nature, I don't know how, it took millions of years for producing that, and they should be used for millions of years to come by those generations. And if this can be done successfully, we call it sustainability in terms of engineering and sciences. So what is sustainability here? Sustainability, because sustainability means it should be useful today, it should be used in coming times and decades for those who come, who join this earth. Maybe I take rebirth in that case, nobody knows, and I have to use it again. So if I keep it for future and successfully it happens constantly, it never changes, it keeps on rising, that sustainability continues. This means we understand what is what is sustainability, and it's very important. Sustainability doesn't mean you just consume it today. That means destruction. That is, means if I say no, we got metal today, we got this metal today, we consume this all today for economic growth, and you cannot say that that is right way. This will cause imbalance, or you can say disturbance to equilibrium that earth has, mundane world has. So my power of soul, your power of soul, everybody's power of soul must be developed to be first of all clear what is required and what we have. But how to do that? Again, I'm saying I'm not talking religiously, I'm talking professionally. The power of soul or soul is not considered professional, but it is considered existential, means Survival. You cannot survive otherwise. You cannot exist otherwise. This means this is above professional level. Profession, occupation, callings are very, very small, can say labels. Profession has certain end. Profession is just a tiny part in life. Same way occupation is a tiny part. And whatever we do is tiny part. But tiny parts, if are connected, this can become mundane. And soul is our mundane. Soul is extra mundane. And that is what we are talking. Something which cannot be seen with these eyes on this mundane world or lithosphere or earth, but we can be seen with mind into that world. And if I say we can see through mind that world or through soul that world, this means you accept or don't accept, you believe or don't believe, soul connects you to that home from where everybody came. And we can say, if we understand that, if we can connect to that, if I connect to that successfully, I can be connected to that successfully. I can do it rapidly, all time, whenever required, and I'm connected there, not in person, but for work, not for personal gain, but for work success, for me, for others. That is really technology of connection, technology of access, means I have reached there from where I came, and I am helping with that power's information to develop and improve whatever this earth is. You may call it coordinated connection, you may call it successful communication, and you may call it that time I am linked to that home, that power, and I understand what that power is, and I can use it successfully on that power's behalf, not on my behalf. If I use it, I have got no credit because I did not have anything. I got that information from there and used it for that work. So I am called representative of that power only, and not, you can say not, you may say principle of that power. Principle is that power. I am just agent, and that may be of lower profile. Depends upon what I studied, what responsibility has been given to me, or was written on my card when I came. And but whatever I'm doing successfully and repetitively, this is of course understood to be my destiny, to be assigned on my job description paper. This is what I understand. It should be. The question is very significant. Answer you have to give yourself. What you are, where you are, how much work you can do, in what field you have to work, where do you find sound sleep, where do you find happiness, or where you feel, boy, I don't like it, where you don't want to go, which is not your destination, and where the goal is your destination. Or you want to say, I don't care for money what I got, but I am interested in this job. I am interested in profession. I like this profession very much, even though I don't get much rate in financial terms. But you keep on doing that. That is where your profession is. Means your soul is tuned to that profession. Your mind is tuned to that profession. Your will is tuned to that profession. Even if you don't get much finances return, remunerations, or profits, but you feel pleasure internally as well as externally. And that is which means is your destiny. It can be not one destiny, there can be many destinies. There is no limit for that. And how many destinies you have, if you have only one or two or three or how many, depends upon, and you are having that higher profile, and that higher profile is very significant because destinies are connected together for forming some vehicle or some system, and because God is responsible, or that superpower is responsible for all destinies, you can say working successfully. So that is system of universe. So we have to be very critical about that, that I am very small, I'm say I am an engineer, I'm only engineer. If I'm doctor, I'm only doctor. I'm not, I'm engineer, I'm doctor, I'm scientist, I'm professor, I'm shopkeeper, I'm politician. That cannot work because body is limited in its strength. Our bodies are not unlimited in strength. We can tolerate to some extent. We are not expandable. So, age is also that my body is not going to live for 5,000 years or 10,000 years. That means we have certain limitations. But if say I feel another job is good for me, maybe I get another posting, no problem. But in this posting, I have to do whatever it is. And that is where soul works like this. I don't have complete soul, a full strength. I've got limited soul. That is for everybody. Just like you can say priming water and pump, or some energy is available already within you, which you have to expand further. And if you require to expand it, you will get further and further supplies from that super home, from that home, original home, native home, which cannot be changed. Even how many postings you take, that home shall be your home forever. Maybe location is shifted, but home would be there. And that home, I do not know here where it's located, but my soul knows it. It tells me, maybe I do not realize that it told me, and that is where difference lies in. It is very much affectionate to me. My soul is my friend, my soul is my native, my soul is my family, my soul is my mind, my soul is my everything, and my soul is cooperative, is supportive. It pushes me to do something, and it stops me from doing something wrong. It edits my work, and that is what is required. If my soul can help me this, why should I worry? Why? My soul would tell, don't go it in direction. I may come back. If it tells me, it happens. So this means my professor is my soul, my teacher is my soul, my God is my soul, my father is my soul, my mother is my soul, my everything is my soul. Soul. Though it may not be, but when it helps you like a father, it helps you like a mother, it helps you like professor or whatever, this means it has gone activities as such, maybe not forever, but my soul helps me on top of that as self person. That first of all, evaluate yourself, investigate yourself, check yourself, check your errors, check your mistakes, think on, use your energy. Don't worry about future. Do work, future shall automatically come. Don't think of too much you get in material wise, but you think to get your soul wise. Because it is soul that makes you, and it is you who makes every work. So material, your money doesn't make that. Material and money which you have for your use, that is only for use, not for collection. If you want for collection, then this means your destiny is a storekeeper, stockist. No, some people say that this person has got billionaire, this person is trillionaire. This was top of list of wealthy people. Yes, wealthy people, not real people. Wealthy people. Wealth is one part, but wealth cannot be your associate. Wealth cannot be your supporter. It can be your supporter on this planet. It cannot support you everywhere. So you are not lucky. I should say you are not fortunate because you are wealthier. This means power of wealth with you lies. Power of wealth you available is available, but power of soul, power of thoughts, power of contemplation, maybe you lack in. So you are not everything. You are not total. You are not balanced. Despite knowing that it shall not help you the least bother. And that's what I say. If you have to study ourselves, it's more important. For example, you say, "Oh, I got lot money. I am very rich," and your body is not very healthy. So this means there is no proportioning between, there's no right proportioning between wealth and your body health. And as if I want to enjoy life, and you do what you don't want to please you, This means your quality falls. Your character means quality falls. Quality is also very significant in every activity of life. It's not quality alone in work or in material or in product. It's quality in your work in addition to yourself. Quality of a person, which can be called character indication of a person, quality of your family, quality of yourself, quality of internal work of soul. And if you say, I don't believe in good work, this means your soul is not helping you. You do not understand your soul. You understand only little part of your soul, that is polluted one, or that is full of impurities due to whatever reason, and you have become biased onto something. You don't believe in this, and that's where you fail actually. When you go back, you will not be able to successfully say to God, I worked well, it's my successful card, or maybe that card already is available with God. And that's what I say is really significant to understand. What if I understand power of soul? I'm sure I can solve many of my problems. And of course, if you understand the power of soul, you can solve difficulties of life, because difficulties means you have to find solutions. Difficulty means there are problems. You have to understand problems. You have to analyze problems. And when you analyze successfully, you know what reasons are there behind your mistakes or errors or problems, and then you find some solution of the conducting process of analysis. And that process of analysis is very significant one, because it's not you analyze, soul analysis through your mind. And soul analyze something which that power says, I am sending to you this information, and we get that information. Once analysis is complete, is conducting well, and you can say synthesize it, and that is called you apply it. So it's very significant part. Scientifically, I'm talking about this, because when problems erupting, and we say, oh, we have to find, and we have to study, we have to see all these problems, and we have to then think on how these problems accumulated, how it could be avoided, where we made mistakes. We do all this in profession, and we can say plan, do, check, and act like this. We say management, plan something. If you successfully plan it, then do it. And when do it successfully, then you edit means where I made mistakes, why my results are not coming to my liking, or to plan, and then you say, okay, check it. And you find some errors, okay, so act and set it right and act like that. Same way, soul lies, soul works. But it depends on whether you have ignited your soul, whether you have enlightened it in yourself, or you're just leaving it as okay, just like this. Oh, don't worry, don't say I don't care for you. I don't care for my children. I don't care for my friends. Why should I'm just interested in myself? That can also be a state of mind. Means you are not worried about power you got in supply from God. You don't want to use it, so it's lying blank. Some railway track is lying without any train. Station master doesn't think about, or you can say same way airport. There's a place and no planes are coming or landing. Same way, if my soul is not used by me, and somebody knows there is some room here, I can go and sleep here. I'm new to this area. I don't know where in the room. I entered this body. Is this person? I can use this person not using, so that person can use my soul by certain ways. That should not be permitted. It happens. I'll tell you what happens later now. That will confuse you. I'm just talking scientifically. I'm talking logically what I think about soul. And that is very significant. But believe me, it's very significant for me, for you, for everybody. And if we understand that, we can check in, we can find solutions, and we can say, okay, this is right, this is not right, this is wrong, this is not wrong. What it is, how it is part of soul understanding. I've seen many people, have seen many people, have talked to them about soul, and people don't understand. I talk to males, I talk to females, I talk to grown-up people, I talk to every class of people. I talk to my family members, my sisters, others, and I try to explain to them, and they may say, yes, yes, it happens, and because nobody can deny this fact also too, though nobody knows it, but nobody denies it. Even others believe in, oh, soul, atma, oh, atma होती है नहीं होती, मैंने देखा नहीं. बहुत सी बातें हैं, लेकिन ये तो सच है. हवा किसी ने नहीं देखी, लेकिन हवा होती. Do you have seen air? Oh, I can see. You cannot see air because you see something else. You see objectives, not air. If say there's no objective somewhere, then what's there? Oh, I see grass, but grass is also objective. I see surface is also objective. I see sky is also objective. What's there? You cannot see. intended objective, and that is air. That's what I'm saying. It's very significant part, understand. What I'm saying is our prime power, prime foundation, prime base, prime force is soul, which is more than energy, which is more than everything else, which we don't realize, but is free supply, no restriction, no measuring meter, no bill is paid, but it is given to me without any question of requirement, without any sanction. It is delivered to me continuously. And if I keep on using it, go on using it to whatever quantity, it is given to me in same quantity and more quantity if I demand. Nobody denies that. This means such abundance is available. Then why should I worry about something else? It's like solar system. It's like sun, which gives sunlight to everybody. You can take whatever energy quantity, nobody questions. Sun never asks you why you are taking my wealth, my supply so much. I will send you bill if you consume more than so many units. Nobody asks you that. Nobody demands you give me money, give me so many bucks for this quantity you use. Same way, rain doesn't cost anything. Why I'm telling this? Because these are all work of very super souls, and those souls give you free of cost. They don't care whether or not you use them. Same way, God doesn't care whether you use them. If God knows that you're using this soul, God feels good, happy, and pleased that my representative is reliable. My representative does something for me, and I should support my. So God acts, or that power, superpower, acts in a way to support to me all time, and no problems can be there which cannot be solved. And God checks in fact problems himself, because God does not believe, or that superpower does not believe in any kind of delay. It goes on and on all times. And I am privileged that not only myself but everybody, whoever listens, whoever talks, whoever you may be, wherever you may be, whatever class you may be, it doesn't matter. But God supervises, God keeps an eye on everyone through system and checks everyone. And if there are, say, some faults, some bugs, God debugs them. And this happens continuously. Of course, I feel tired sometimes, I want to sleep. God doesn't have that problem. Saul does not have that problem. This means my mind sleeps, my body sleeps, but my soul does not sleep. It doesn't require any sleep. Yes, it rests, of course, or it works elsewhere for me. It goes to collect more than one information, and sometimes I see that I'm somewhere else, I'm anywhere else other than this body, and which can be called scenery of a dream or a world which is known to me beyond my limits. I can view that world in dreams, but after that, when I'm back. I don't know where I was. I don't know reference, I don't know location, I don't know coordinates of that. And that's very important part. I'm not talking in a way Pandit talks, or some talking is way that happens in life. Happens in life, references, you can say empiricalism applies here, no logic applies here, no calculation applies here. But logic cannot be denied that soul exists, it exists and can exist all time. We shall continue to exist. क्या हुआ? लग चलो, हाँ क्या करिए? वो निकलेगा मेरी डॉट. एक मिनट देखता हूँ. देख लियो कोई. मेरी डॉट कलम से? मेरी डॉट. किस कौन मेरी कौन? मेरी जो मेरी होती है. हाँ. मेरी डॉट कलम से हमने देखा था ना, मेरी कलम से. हाँ. उससे नहीं आएगा. हिंदी में लिखा जाएगा, इंग्लिश में लिखा जाएगा? किस सर्च में क्या लिखा जाएगा? हिंदी हिंदी या इंग्लिश?
ऐसे कैसे?
दोनों होती है।
हिंदी में देख ले।
हिंदी में तो दूसरी तरह से जाना पड़ता है ना।
इंग्लिश में देख ले या तो
अच्छा देखता हूँ अभी,
देख लिया।
लाइट जला लो। Somebody wants to search about Facebook. Somebody told them मेरी कलम से या मेरी डॉट की कलम से. My sister was asking about this search that on Facebook, just asking whether it's in Hindi or in English. Nobody understand that, and that's fine. No problem. I'll check this. वो कौन सा इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में है कि हिंदी लैंग्वेज में है? जो मेरी डॉट कलम से कह रहे हो?
हिंदी में लिखा, हिंदी में भी लिख सकते हैं मेरी
अभी आपके सामने निकाल दो, देख लीजिए अपन को, उसके ऊपर स्क्रीन चल रहा था मेरा.